Hello everyone, welcome. We all know that I have a low-key passion for self-care, for skincare and hair care, and today's video is going to be another beauty-related video all about the Gua Sha. If you are on social media, chances are you've heard about the Gua Sha and these miraculous transformations that it can have for your face, specifically giving you that really chiseled jawline and making your face super smooth. Now, do I think that that is really possible in like a 3-day transformation? No, not really. But do I think that if I do it every single day for 2 weeks, I'll see a difference in my skin? Maybe. So in today's video, I'm going to take you along with me every single day for 2 weeks as I do my Gua Sha massage, and I'm going to see what transformation I can have for my skin. Now, I'm no stranger to Gua Sha. I've actually been using it for a while in my self-care routine. However, I've never used it on a consistent basis, so consistently enough to actually see results from it. I use it as a massage tool every once in a while, but like I said, never consistently. So what is Gua Sha and why is it all the craze right now? It's actually a technique and tool that have been used in traditional Chinese medicine for years and years and years, and it has now made its way to social media, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, you name it, it's been there. The benefits that this Gua Sha massaging can supposedly do is to help depuff your face, promote lymphatic drainage in the face, so helping the fluids, water, and extra toxins kind of get out of your face, slimming down your face. It helps apparently with fine lines and wrinkles. It can also provide a really good massage for the muscles on your face. Side note, if you have TMJ or know what it is, I've also heard that massaging with a Gua Sha can really help give you relief in your jaw. It can help with lots of muscle tension and different things like that. So what is the Gua Sha really? Actually, it's a tool. Usually it's made out of rose quartz, but it can be made out of other stones as well. And it looks something like this. So there's a bunch of different shapes that it can come in, but these are the two that I have right here. You can see that there's slightly different shapes. The one that I'm going to be using is this one right here because it has this little groove right here, which is actually perfect for my chin. And that's one of the areas that I'm going to try to target during this little experiment of mine. So I got this Gua Sha from Muse Artistry, which is a local esthetician here in Winnipeg. I'm gonna pop over her Instagram right here. Even if you're not from Winnipeg, I highly suggest checking out her Instagram because she does these wonderful Gua Sha tutorials for like different points of your face, different areas, different like problem spots. So definitely check out her tutorials because she's really the one that got me into this. I kept seeing all her tutorials and I was like, I really need to try it. So I am going to be using this guy along with an oil. So when you're doing your Gua Sha massages, you want to make sure that you're using an oil because you don't want to be tugging and pulling out the face. There's tons of oils that you can use. Different skin types go well with different oils, but the one that I'm going to be using is the Ordinary's 100% organic cold press rose hip oil. Works well with my skin and is oily enough that it's going to stay on the whole time and help me glide my Gua Sha tool along my face. How I plan to incorporate this into my routine is after I'm done all of my skincare for the evening, this will be my last step. So after I do everything, I'm going to apply a little bit of oil onto my face, massage it, and do the Gua Sha massage every single night for 2 weeks to see what kind of benefits I'm going to get. My predictions are, I would like to see my jawline be a little more defined because like it could be better. I don't know though, I'm a little skeptical, but definitely I think it could help with the puffiness in my face. I do tend to hold water in my face, so I'm hoping maybe it'll just help with like the puffiness in my cheeks a little bit, maybe. Otherwise, I'm not quite too sure what to expect from this other than like a nice facial massage every single evening. So I think I'm gonna do some before and after pictures. Maybe I'll do like today I'll take pictures because I'm about to start this right now and do my evening skincare routine. So I figured I'd film it right now so you have the real before and then a week in and then 2 weeks in and we'll see. And then after the 2 weeks, once I kind of get my routine down, I will show you exactly which routine I used and kind of the technique and the order, and we'll see what results I get from using it every single night for 2 weeks. So this is the front, the side, the side. Honestly, if I could get help with this, like a little bit here, I'd be a lucky, happy lady. But this is my jawline right now. Like I said, could be a little bit better, but we'll see. Here is the 1 week update. Let me put my hair up. Do I really see a difference? Not really, but it could also be because I stare at my face every single day. But this is the front, this side, and the other side. So far so good. Been doing it every single night for a week now. I'm gonna continue for one more week and then we will see. I'm sure definitely like the benefits that we don't see outweigh the benefits that we do see. Like for example, I may not see a lot of changes, but my face may also be a little more depuffed, and like also getting like the toxins and doing the lymphatic drainage is probably also better than just, you know, seeing these crazy slimming effects. So I'm gonna continue on for one more week and then we shall see. Welcome back. It has been 2 weeks now since I started doing the Gua Sha massage every single night before bed, and here are my results. So this is from the front, from one side, and then from the other. So I am just gonna quickly go over the technique that I used, and then after that I'm gonna kind of like share my results and how I think that this could really help me in the future. I'm just gonna put my hair up to make it easier. So first things first, you're gonna need to have a Gua Sha tool. This is the one that I'm gonna be using for the demonstration and the one that I used throughout the whole entire 2 weeks. Also, you're going to need a facial oil because you want something that's gonna help the tool glide on your face. So how I did this is at night, I would do my entire skincare routine. So cleanser, toner, serums. I would do moisturizer and then I would do the oil on top. If you find that your skin is already pretty oily, maybe skip the serums and the moisturizer while you're doing this, just so you don't have too much on your face. But I found that for me, it was fine. Like it didn't necessarily break me out any more than like I usually get breakouts anyways. So this would be like the very, very last step of my routine. So what I would do is I'd start off with grabbing some oil like I'm doing right now, putting it on my hands, and then evenly applying it to my face. Next step is kind of a funny one, but I always take a towel and I put it into my sink. Reason being is I'm a klutz and I actually dropped a Gua Sha in here before and it cracked in half and it was really heartbreaking. And yes, these are very delicate, and if you drop them into a sink or on the floor, they're gonna smash. And so now, just to make sure, just in case, I put a towel in my sink. Next, I'm gonna grab my tool. I also wipe my hands so they're not very oily, but I'm gonna grab my tool and basically I start off at the back of my neck. So I start off basically with the ridges. I kind of go down to the top of my spine here, and then I go all the way up. I do this 5 times. And then I switch. So when you're doing your Gua Sha massage, the one thing that you want to make sure is you're applying light to medium pressure, so you're not going too hard. Your face will turn a little bit red, especially if you do have more sensitive skin. That's okay. You don't want it to be crazy red, but if it does turn a little bit red, it goes away in a few minutes. Also, the technique that you use, you want to make sure that you're angling it. You're not going straight on like this, you're just angling it towards your skin, because that's gonna help really move all of the lymphatic fluids away from your face. So after I do my back of my neck, next I do the front of my neck. So I start at the bottom, angling, and go up. And then you wanna do slow and controlled movements. So for someone like me who like was always in a rush, it's kind of hard to do slow and controlled movements, but this is kind of like a way to force you to be intentional and slow and to actually do self-care and to do slow movements. So I just keep going until I get to about 10, and then I switch sides and do the same thing. I do it with this end of my Gua Sha right here. Again, you don't need to have the same like shape, that's the word I was looking for, shape of Gua Sha. Really anything that works for you. I ended up getting this one, like I said at the beginning of the video, because I wanted it for my jaw. So after I'm done my neck, next I'm gonna do the jaw. So when you're doing your face, you always want to have your other hand supporting the skin. That way it's going to help not pull the skin. So I always take 2 fingers or 1 depending on the area, and I just put it kind of in the middle. And so I'm always gonna hold the skin here while I do my chin. So angled and up. And you can shake at the end, it feels really nice as a facial massage. So then I'm gonna do, basically the way I do it is what I do on one side, I always repeat on the other side. And I do just 10 of each, just to keep it simple. If you have TMJ, like me, then you'll know that right here is usually where you hold a lot of your tension, or just people in general usually hold a lot of tension in their jaw. So if you're okay with the pain tolerance, you can just take it and kind of wiggle around here. For me, I find it helps release a lot of tension in my jaw, but kind of do it as like to your discretion. Even if you don't have TMJ, you can just try it out. It feels really good. Okay, so I did it on this side, now I'm gonna do 10 on this side. Next, I take this end right here and I will hold right here and just kind of do the bottom of my jaw. And then I hold kind of close to my nose and I do just underneath my eyes on my cheekbone. You want to be careful not to get too close to your eyes because you don't want to hurt yourself. And if at any point you feel like your face is not oily enough, you can absolutely add more oils. I'm just going to repeat on the other side. Next, I do over my eyebrows. So this one, again, just be careful because you're getting close to your eyes. So I'll put my finger kind of right here at the top of my brow and just gently go like this. A little bit right there. And next I do my forehead. So I usually do it in 3 different sections. So I'll start kind of on this side and then I just do 10 going up. Then I go in the middle and kind of start at the top of my nose here and make my way up. Okay, and then I do my 11. So basically like when you scrunch, you have like 2 lines here. Those are called your 11. So I'll just take this end sometime and just kind of like rub it in there for like 10 seconds. And because I was trying to focus on my jawline more, I would usually at the end just redo the jaw one again because I just wanted to see if I could define my jawline more. So I'd go again on both sides with the Gua Sha. This is just a technique that I use that worked for me. Again, my 2 goals with this experiment, if I may say that, was really to see if I could define my jawline a little more and if I could help depuff my face. In terms of my jawline, like maybe it's a little bit better. Honestly, I don't think I see any dramatic results. Other than that, I think really the benefits for me out of it are just the lymphatic drainage part of it. So the fact that you are helping drain out the toxins and different things that you have in your face, draining the lymphatic fluid. Also the massaging for my TMJ really helps. I do hold a lot of tension in my face. And so I think just having that little extra form of self-care just to do a massage and take care of my skin is beneficial for me. Would I do this every night? Honestly, no. I found that, especially on the nights where, you know, you just want to quickly do your skincare routine and get to bed, it is kind of a chore to have to spend an extra like 5-10 minutes massaging your face. For those who have the time and love that, absolutely go for it. It's just not something that I can do every single night. Definitely something I could do once or twice a week to kind of just help, again, like drain lymphatic fluids and massage the muscles around my neck, face, but not something I could do every night. I will link everything that I used down in the description box below. And again, there are so many different techniques. Google it. There are so many different techniques, different tools, different things that you can do specific to your needs. So I definitely recommend trying it out for yourself if you're interested. But I think that's all for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. Know yourself, know your body, and until next time.